everyone, Jenessa Turbes with Nude on Realty and Metro Brokers Elite here on Real Simple, where I simplify all things real estate. Thanks again for joining me. So this month I am going to kind of give you a basic breakdown of investing. I may be biased, but I think real estate is an awesome thing to invest in. And there's a lot of different avenues that you can go in order to be an investor, basically. Of course, all homeowners are investors. When you purchase a home, you are definitely investing in your future. Think of like paying that mortgage payment every month is almost like a glorified savings account, right? You're building equity as you're living in and paying for your home. So anybody that is a homeowner is an investor. But if you're looking to kind of boost your investment game, then this will be a good overview of kind of the avenues that you can go in order to do that. I will say you should go if you are just starting your investment journey or thinking about it. I did do a short series this month on kind of how to get started, what you'll kind of be looking at, that kind of thing for my first time investors. So also here on YouTube, so check that out. Anyway, so ways to invest. Obviously, the main ones that people think of right off the bat are rental properties and fix and flips, right? But you also have like commercial investment. You can also invest in like raw land, buying up some property, sitting on it. And different ones like fix and flips, you're looking more at like the short game investment gain, right? Whereas some of these other ones might be more long-term investment gains. So let's talk about rental properties. So rental properties can give you passive income while you own the property, right? But the real moneymaker is in the long game when it comes to owning rental properties. So whether that's keeping the properties for years and years and years and years and years, paying off the mortgages, and then making that money, right? Or buying the properties, letting them pay for themselves, and then you get the equity in the end if you go to sell or do what we call a 1031 exchange, where you can sell that property, buy another similar type of investment property, kind of keep building your portfolio. So lots of options there within the like rental market. And I can kind of help you find those properties if you're looking to just start and you're wanting to buy a new home for yourself and keep the current home you're in as a rental property. I can kind of help you figure out like what the rental value is and all that. So that's kind of like the rental side of things. Again, reach out to me if that's something you're interested in getting started in, and I can kind of help you figure out what that rent looks like and whatnot. So yeah, let's talk about fix and flips. So again, fix and flip is going to be more of a short-term gain, right? And the biggest thing that I think, people know, like, oh, you buy this rundown house, you fix it up, you get some contractors, or you do it yourself, whatever that looks like, then you sell it and you make money, right? So there are some things that you do need to consider when going into purchasing a fix and flip. So it's not just like, okay, here's the purchase price of the home. This is the amount that I'm going to have to put into it. So here's my gain, right? There's more that goes into it. So you're going to want to factor in, one, capital gains. So any type of investment property, when you go to sell it, you're going to encounter property gains taxes. Unless we do, like I said, with that 1031 exchange where we're kind of just deferring the capital gains taxes. But for investment property, you're making money off the property, right? So you don't get to do that for free, unfortunately. You want to factor in capital gains taxes when you're thinking about how much you're going to make on this property and how much you can offer on this property in order to make a profit. The other thing is your holding costs. So how long is it going to take? Because each month, essentially, that you don't sell the house is going to cost you right? There's insurance costs, there's property taxes, because even when you go to sell, you're going to have to pay that portion of the property taxes. So there's holding costs, utilities, that kind of thing that go into sitting on and fixing up the home. So if it's going to take a long time to renovate this house, then that's something to consider. So things that people don't always think about when they're like, oh yeah, I'm excited, I'm going to get into this fix and flip game, easy money, right? So there's other things to consider if you are doing a fix and flip. So yeah, those are the two main ones. So I really wanted to really hone in on those. Commercial property is another great way to make some good money, depending on how much you're buying the property for. If you kind of fell into it, whatever that looks like. It can be harder to lease out commercial property, but your leases are typically going to be longer, and a lot of times you can have triple net leases are really popular, very common. So basically your tenant is paying for property taxes, utilities, some maintenance, whatever that looks like. So anyway, so commercial is another great way. And then of course, as I mentioned, purchasing and holding on to raw land. Again, that's going to be another long game one. You're going to want to hold on to it in order to get some equity, but land is always going to be valuable. So if you find a good deal and there's a good opportunity there, then I definitely think that investing in raw land is, again, a good investment if you can find a good deal and then can sit on it and then make a pretty penny off of it later. So anyway, that is kind of the basics of investing. I've taken some classes on this. It's fascinating to me. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe. I would love it so much. If you have any comments, questions, leave them below. If there are any topics that you want me to cover that you're interested in hearing about, also leave those below. And yeah, I will see you all next month. So thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you later.